and welcome to O Stitch Happens. My name is Levi. My name is Hello and welcome to O Stitch Happens. My name is Levi. I can be found on Instagram as wtfknitting. Without the singing. I live in Central Ohio with my partner and our two dogs, Winston, Charles, and Finland Grace, and I really want a third one. I want Pendleton Michael. There is so much fuzz that goes through this office here. I wonder why. I don't know. Anyways, I've been back for a week now from StitchCon Weekend B, which was super fun. It's always a little different each year. Like last year, I was like land drunk because we went on a cruise. And I was so sick. I barely could drive to StitchCon. And basically, I think all I did was like every 2 or 3 hours, I went and took a nap. This year was also so very weird because normally I'm like the social butterfly hopping and bopping around. And this year I really sat and actually stitched. I stitched almost, I want to say 2,000 stitches or something. I stitched a lot. I was kind of shocked. I started a few things. And I took 10 projects and worked on one. Anyways, I went with my friend Melissa. She's on here as the Diary of a Hyperactive Crafter. She just released a Stitch With Me video where she's working on her, I think it's called Epic Pokemon All Gen or something like that. It's humongous. She's stitching and talking over it, which was super fun. Then we met up with our table mates from 2013. It's 2013. I did that before. 2023. Tasha, which is on here as well, as Britches Get Stitches. I'll link her down below because she has like some hyphens and it might get confusing. You might already know her. I don't know. I know she sent some people over here to my channel last week because she had mentioned me, which thank you very much. And then Spencer, which is Stitching Spencer here on YouTube as well, and her mom, Kim. So we had one extra table mate. We had to find someone that was like, they say to put up with us all, but I really think it's just putting up with me. Because I am wild. I'm wild. I can't help it. I'm boisterous. I'm loud. Anyways, well, we found Spencer and her mom were up probably like maybe 20 people in front of me, and then probably 10 people in front of Melissa. And then Tasha got there like 7 or 7:30 and was 35 in line. So that was super fun. But I also do live like 3 hours away, 2.5 hours away. So anyway, I tried to get there as soon as I could. I just couldn't. Traffic wasn't bad because it was Juneteenth, but it just felt like a slug. Oh, just felt like a slug getting there. Anyway, so then we had to find a new person. And then Spencer's mom, Kim, which I don't know why we always say Spencer's mom. Probably because I couldn't remember her name for the longest time. And I knew it was Kim, but I kept wanting to call her Martha for some reason. Don't ask. She doesn't even look like a Martha. So I just used to call her Spencer's mom. So now she's just kind of known as Spencer's mom. Probably that's the same way my mom is. Anybody that knows, like, oh, you're Levi's mom. So we had to find another person. We found one. There was a lady named Sue that was from Worcester. I think is what she said. She's like, no, you're saying it wrong. Listen, ma'am, I say everything wrong. Anyways, Sue was a perfect addition to our table. She was so fun. We got to be table 48 this year. This year, everything seems so crowded. I mean, like, it was very crowded. And there were more tables because, like, did they have more than 300 people there this year? I don't know, because we were table 48. And normally there's only 50 tables. Because there's 6. 6 times 50 is 300. Doesn't matter. Why do we care? Anyways, we went. We had a lovely time. It was so great to be able to hang out with Melissa. Last year, she kind of double booked herself. And every other moment, she was gone gallivanting doing a concert or something. This year, she stayed the whole time. She didn't stay at the hotel, but she did stay like for the day. I wanted to just talk about a few things, and then I'm going to get off here because I don't really want to talk. Everyone's shown the whole bag that they gave us and all that other nonsense. But I did want to talk to you about a bag that I made. I made this bag. And it is called the Ultimate Travel Bag. And I'm showing you the wrong side. This is it. It's the Ultimate Travel Bag. This is the Michaels fabric that I got to try out because, Michaels is minding my own business, and they sent me that email and said, hey, we got fabric. This is the Ultimate Travel Tote. or something like that. I have it in, of course, it's probably clear at the damn bottom. Okay, well, I have the pattern in here. I just wanted to tell you guys some things. This was actually it was a lovely bag to take with me. It was huge. I broke they have this plexiglass thing in the bottom and I broke it somehow, which just kind of really perturbs me because it was $21. And I'm sorry, but it shouldn't have broke on the first use. So I might email the company. Be like, listen, I mean, you're selling this shit for 21 bucks. It's broke right there. There's a few things. This was a really great pattern. I felt like if you needed your handheld, she'd definitely hold it. The video that was $5 was garbage. Unless you don't know how to do, like, it primarily was for this, how to like do your binding for your pad, and then also, I don't remember what it was for. I didn't really find it that entertaining, and I didn't really find it that useful. It's $5. You got it free if you bought the pattern, like through them or wherever, and you didn't get like a pre-used pattern. If not, it'd been $5. It was so great. The one thing is I don't think my old machine would have had enough oomph to get through all this. I mean, it's just plain and simple. I don't think it would. The one other thing is I got the cheaper. I didn't read ahead. So I'm going to tell you the things I love about this bag. It's huge. It fit literally everything. Anything I wanted for StitchCon was in here, like besides my clothes. And it fit lovely. It's so huge. And I saw people with the original one because this is the 2.0. But I would definitely recommend going byannies.com and picking it up if you're anywhat of a bit of a sewer. If you're any bit of a sewer, it was super nice. But yeah, so I did it. The only thing I didn't love, and I didn't read ahead, is so right here you can either do a mesh, which I did the mesh pocket, or you can do a fabric pocket. And I didn't realize that she was going to do the zipper like this, how the zipper was exposed, because I would have bought the green apple zipper, and I would have bought the green apple thread so that it would have made more sense. Or I would have bound both sides of this and then just sewed the binding to the zipper, and then it would have looked more like that on that black zipper instead of that. And then the other thing I didn't love that she did, it is my fault, because she said to use a scant 1/4 of an inch and then do like a bit over a 1/4 of an inch to unzip this zipper. I wouldn't have done that next time. I would actually have done the same thing, binded it, because you had so much binding left over from the internal that you could have bound anything you needed, or you had enough fabric, because there was a lot of waste in this project too. That's the only other thing I didn't love either. There was a lot of waste of just patterns, just the fabric. But anyways, I loved it. It was super fun. It took me 2 days to make. I just kind of did my own quilting, and then I reread it, and it said I should have quilted every inch or every 1.5 inches, and I just did. I just kind of followed the line where it was. Like I just squared, blah, blah, blah. The other thing is I couldn't get, this piece here was much larger than this piece. So that was another thing I was kind of confused on. Like, how did that get bigger? I don't know. And I thought, oh, maybe it's probably the zipper, and I may not have done it right. I was also in a hurry, and I did it late at night. I did it so late at night that my elephants are upside down. And I went to fix it, and I already had cut out the bowling bag shape. So you couldn't redone it. But I love this bag. Okay, anyway. So I wanted to show you some table mate things, and then some table gifts, and then go from there. So Sue brought all of us these little scissors, and then brought us like all this, like she was the food lady. She brought us all these snacks and all kinds of things. So she got these. These are so nice though. I have several of these for knitting, and they're really nice, and I kind of forgot about them because they're all contained. They're definitely airport. Now I do go on the airplane with my Kohanas. So maybe I have more money than sense. I don't know. But I do fly with my Kohanas, and I've never had a problem with them. But I've never done an international flight. Tasha made these. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. She made them for everyone. And then she went home on, was it Thursday night or Friday night? And made one for Sue, so it was super cute. So she made me a hand embroidered stem stitch, I think she said it was. So cute. I'm gonna put that right here on my desk. So it's gonna be like my new thing. And then Spencer and her mother made these, or Spencer, I'm not sure which. Oh, they're so cute. And they're like little needle. It's a needle book. So cute. Then she was talking about this. She lives in, I want to say it's Minneapolis or Wisconsin. I get them confused. Anyways, it doesn't matter. She said they have the best discounted fabric store up there. It's a huge warehouse of fabric, and she bought all the fabrics to make our little, and she made several of them for us. That was so darling. I'm so excited about that. And then Melissa was going to make clear bags, and then, you know, she's got a new job, and it's all, so Melissa got us this, a fat quarter bag, I think. No, it's So Emma. And she just put like candy and stuff and things that we would need throughout the weekend. She gave us Snag Nabbit, gum, hand washing. She got us So Fine thread gloss. I bought this at StitchCon. Stitcher's hand lotion. I gotta try that, I keep forgetting. Magnetic wand. Oh my gosh, okay, this here saved me. It's called The Unstitcher by Lori Holt. I got caught up by the counting gremlins at StitchCon, and I took my In Heaven and Nature Sing by Kathy Barrick there, and I put the trees 10 stitches too far over. So I was supposed to go over 15, and I counted 25. Don't ask, I don't know how. And then just some candy and stuff, and I already ate that. Yeah. So that was super fun. And then here's my gift. This is what I got everyone. So this is the trial one. I wouldn't use this. This is the trial bag. This is, again, from whatchamacallit, Michael's. Okay, the other thing is I have never used a stiletto, and I've been sewing for at least 20 plus years. 25 years, probably. 20. I would say I started sewing was 19 or 20. I'd say 25 plus years. I've never used a stiletto before, and the stiletto was so nice to do, not the binding on this, but on this bag. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. So this is my gift. I bought this, these were both from Michael's. This was a bag tutorial from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. I would not use it. But also I didn't really like it. I thought it was easy, but I just thought the quality of the bag. Plus, she had you do some weird shit, like with the top zipper here, and I did my own thing with this zipper because it was so tiny and fiddly. Yeah. Oh, here it is, right here. This is the ultimate travel bag. I would recommend it. It was really nice, especially if you go to a lot of retreats. I mean, you don't have to go to a lot of retreats. I only go to StitchCon. That's it this year, and it's super nice. And it holds its shape. I used a lot of different things. I used Peloton. Is it Peloton? Double-sided fusible foam. And then for my interfacing on certain things, I used Decor interfacing. And then I bought all of my hardware. Actually, the zipper I thought was navy. From Zip It, but they sent me black instead, but it's okay. I got the hardware from Amazon, and that's it. And then I took this fabric. So there's seams here on the handle. That is not actually the way it is. I just wanted this fabric the way it was, and I didn't buy it long enough to do that with, so I had to seam it together. And that's it. That's it. That's all I got. That bag. I got a few things from different people. They were also nice. Yeah, I met a handful of different people, and it was a lot of fun. So I wanted to show you some purchases that I made, but I've also started most of them. The only one I haven't started is a pattern that I'm doing with Jamie, which is stitching and wishing here. And then I think Pam, she might be coming along. And then also Teresa purchased it with us. So I don't think, this is Be Stitch Me, a little sassy on 40 count. I was joking with whoever, Brandy or Brittany, that owns. I said, oh, I want to thank you for making a fabric after me. And she looks at me like, what the hell is this fool even talking about? I was like, oh, I saw that you made a fabric after me. A little sassy. My favorite color is Robin Eggs Blue, and I love brown with it. Anyway, so we're going to do this pattern here, La Dee Da, and it's called Fetish Number 1. I wonder why she called it the fetish. The parrots. I don't know. And I'm going to do it on this. And then I just bought I thought we were going to start it there, but they wanted to buy the pack. So I just bought a floss pack that was already packed up for some, I don't even know what pattern. It says Hello Autumn, so I'm assuming Hello Autumn of something. That would look good with this. So I picked it up, and that's what I'm going to do with. It'll be that pattern and that thing there. And then I did get something from, so Pam's sister, I think her name is Lisa, and her mother are the ladies from the Old Ladies Bags. 2 Old Ladies Bags. They're found on Etsy. I don't think they're on Etsy right now because she was also a vendor at StitchCon. Oh, this is Queen of the May from Hands Across the Sea. And this is on 40 count. Vicki Clayton's Silks Linen. And it is called Needs Mist or Needle Mist. I don't know. It's a nice cream. And here is my start. Now, I started this just before StitchCon, and then I worked on it at StitchCon with Jamie, because Jamie started it as well. Well, she started, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to start it too. And there it is. I have to work on this in hand, because this fabric is not great, but the stitching looks beautiful. So I worked on like a little bit of this green here, the green there, and that's about it. And it just sits in this bag because it's big enough. She gave me the bag because Pam couldn't come to whatchamacallit, so her sister gave me Pam. I'm assuming this might be Pam's bag. So she gave it to me, which was super nice. And it's so cute. It's so small, but it fits. It fits Queen of the May in there. Here's again my bag. This is the trial bag that I made because I did navy thread because I didn't want to switch it. I just wanted to kind of see what it looked like. We did do a few table starts at StitchCon, and actually there's 2 projects in here. So this one's called Nibbles. It's so cute. Let me see. It is called Nibbles. And the pattern is Pedal Pushers. So she had a trunk show there. And isn't it so darling? It's strawberries with mice. I just think it's so cute. Also, Sue was like, I am done stitching on Ada. So she had like a whole bin full of Ada. And, not a bin, like a whole, she had maybe 30 sheets of it that had kind of been sliced out and whatever and stuff like that. So we all started, well, it was me, Melissa, and Kim. Those 2 started the crow one with the pumpkin, and I started the that thing. The strawberry one. And this was a piece of fabric that was, she said it was Fabric Flare, and it's a 14 count. She said it was Fabric Flare, and I cannot remember the name she said it was, Sue. But yeah, so I just took a piece of her little thing and got to stitching. And I'll get back to that. I mean, it was just kind of a start, and then we moved on. And then I did tell you I was going to do Disagree. So we started Disagree at StitchCon because I texted Melissa. I'm like, oh, we should just start. Are we going to start anything this year? She's like, no, I don't think. But I said, well, let's start disagree because we've had it both kitted up. So everybody put their disagree that started it. I think we all started it, actually, the whole table, other than Sue. But Sue was coming home to pick her. She already had some stuff that she wanted to use or ordered some stuff, and she was going to start it at home. So I put it in my bag. I'm viewing it on 40 count maple sugar by Lakeside Linen. And here is my start, and I'm going to rip out. I was thinking about doing the, so here's the fact. I'm so sorry. I'm like a hot mess today. So here are the colors. I had this pink, but I think the pink is just not pinky enough. So I'm going to do these 3, 4 colors, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. Well, maybe I might do that one because I want to do the words in the brighter light medium pink. But here's my start. It's so funny. I was doing this during the auction, and I don't know. And I forgot that I was supposed to change threads, so I used this thread here. That's my first one. And then I was going to do the lettering and 4-way sulky on a 40 count. You can see the sparkle there, though. It's so pretty. It's just really kind of sloppy. But I might still keep it. I kind of like it. Anyway, so I'm going to do that all in pink. Melissa's doing her all in purple. Spencer's doing hers all in like a blue purple. Kim is doing hers all in a blue color. I can't remember what Tasha did. I think she already had her started, or no, because she did it the day we left. I can't remember. And then Sue is doing hers all in gray. She got a Victorian Motto like sample pack of 3 grays, and she's gonna do hers in gray. And then she bought a black color to do the writing. The other one I bought was a let me open it up because I have it the wrong way, because this is how I do if I have to use a paper pattern. That's how I just keep it like that, and then I'll stitch right off the paper pattern. But I also scanned it in to whatchamacallit. So this is the pattern. My sister's sampler, they were both there. They're so nice. They were there last year too, and they set, like, we were table. I told them, I said, oh, you didn't want to listen to all my nonsense for the weekend. Because we were like table 49 and they were table whatever was right beside us. This is what I bought. Elizabeth Scorah, Scorah. Her name is Beth. Oh my gosh, and they're so nice. The one sister works for Gloriana, and the other sister, I'm assuming, must do these together. So they had a silk pack as well. So they do, again, I told you the one that works at whatchamacallit. So they do a silk pack where there's like one where there's just one thread because you only use it for 100 stitches or whatever. So it was super nice because, you know me, I'm just like, oh, give it to me all. Because if I would have went over to whatchamacallit to do all these colors, this thing would have cost probably like $200+ to get up, because each one of the silks were $9.50, and that's if they even, that's if they even had it at whatchamacallit. But yeah, so here's the little silk pack, so cute. And then me and Natasha started it, and then I have their little card here. Here it is, this one. Keep stitching and get your boobs checked. Pink stitchers. It was the daughter. She's like, oh, I got it. We were in line, and I'm like, oh, I bought that earlier today, and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I think it's so cute. And then she was in line buying it as well. And I said, when are you starting it? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, it's StitchCon. You got to start something. She's like, I've already started a few things. I said, well, we're starting it today. You should start it with us. She's probably like, I don't even know this fool that's trying to convince me. So anyways, she ended up starting it. We were talking in the late night room. I'm like, yeah, I didn't do very much. She started in the cartouche, like this little section here. And so did Tasha. So they both started in the middle. So they're both working here and I'm up here. So, and then Tasha, the little burger, told the lady that we'd have this done for next StitchCon. It's okay, I'll try. I'm gonna try really hard. I'm gonna try so hard. So then there was this cute lady that had these darling animal, oh my gosh, I can't even think. Animals had the cutest animal stitch needle minders. And I got the little fox because it reminds me so much of my Blizzard. I said, oh my God, he's so cute. And then she gave me another one when she was walking out on Sunday because I had left. They all had left early. Like Melissa had left, and then Kim and her mom had left, and then Sue had left, and it was just me and Tasha. And then I'm like, Tasha, I just can't. The wheels are falling off. I got to go home. Because I also had the 2.5 hour drive home. This here, oh my gosh. So this, okay, so this is on 40 count. So I knew I needed to do it higher than, I think she stitches is on 40. Yeah, 40, because the pack was 440. She said you could probably get 36 out of it, but 40 was definitely what they intended it for. I had multiple like beige, cream, yellowish fabrics here at the house, and I'm like, I'm not buying another fabric that I already have. And I've always wanted Ledger by Bee Stitch Me. So this is 40 count. I got a 1/4 of a yard by Bee Stitch Me fabrics. She does a lot of this like in her ready to ship orders when she does them. And I have loved this since it was a fabric of the month. So here's where I am. I think I've done like 400 or 500 stitches just in that little thing because I was like all there. Yeah, anyways. So I got to get back to this, but this month I'm really working on trying to get Heaven and Nature Sing done, and then I'm going to put this in the rotation. I've also done the math. It's 2,000 stitches. 22,000 stitches. And that means, you know, that's what, like 2,000 stitches a month, which isn't bad. That should be pretty easily done. The one thing is I have to wait until she releases the dates because we're going on a 2-week Alaskan cruise land adventure thing June 1st to the 12th. So I guess that's 12 days. So I got to see when StitchCon is, but Barbara did say, well, next year you'll have to, when you come, we're going to have to talk about our trips to Alaska because Barbara was also going to Alaska. They are renting this huge lodge or something. I don't remember what she said. And their family, somebody's getting married in Alaska, and they're going up for a week or two. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, but when you come next year. I said, well, I'm going the 12th to the 1st to the 12th. You know, it's going weekend B. I was trying to get the dates out of her. But she also said that we could talk about Alaska next year. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same year. It's going to be the same time. We were there early. I was actually way earlier last year. This year, I couldn't get my butt out of bed. But I got there around 9:30ish. The live-in's breakfast was nasty. I would never stay at the live-in again. I hated the beds. I thought the room smelled weird. I was right by the damn pool, and there was a dance party there, like, and all these girls were they were so rude. First of all, they were so rude. It's like, didn't your mother teach you any manners, or your father, or somebody, your grandma? They were tumbling down our hallway. It was just me tumbling down my hallway all night long. 2 a.m. There was a little girl just tumbling down the hallway. Like, take your ass to bed. And I was right by the pool. So that was the other thing. Anyways. So I was a little sassy. With these little children. Ugh. Anyway, so we went to... Next year, if I don't get into the whatchamacallit, I'm not going. Anyways. I'm a mess. Or I might stay at the Drury, because I like the Drury. It's just really far away. I kind of like just being there. So anyways, I booked my room for the Hyatt for a refundable one in case the year is not correct. The dates are not correct. And then I might also come down a night earlier, like Wednesday night. kind of like that idea because there's a lot of people that did that I was talking in line, like, yeah, I came down Wednesday. They had some kind of gathering. It wasn't associated to like whatchamacallit. It was kind of an outside gathering. They went to dinner or something. Anyway, we went to Keepsake and I found this. Winter sampler. I have wanted this chart forever and it was $7.50. I went to Barbara and I said, Barbara, when did you get this? She's like, well, I've been cleaning out. They cleaned out the shed for whatchamacallit, and they've been cleaning out the attic. And she's like, I guess they must have found it. Like, oh, okay, good enough. So I'm doing mine completely different. So like here, for example, this is Onyx. Yeah, Onyx by Weeks. And then the like E and the other stuff, you can barely tell on it. But like the E and the B and the I and the K, they're all done in charcoal. So it's like a lighter dark gray, a black, a white, and then this is actually orange. It's sweet potato. I'm doing mine all different. I went to do Classic Colorworks Belle Soie, and I'm using Heirloom Lace, which was a new one this year. I found out, someone told me. And then Barrier Patch, and then Cranberry, and Belle Soie. I've never used Belle Soie. So I thought, okay, this is really special to me. And I've wanted it forever. I almost spent $80 on it a few months ago on Etsy or on eBay. And I'm like, no, they're what's her face is re-releasing them. I'll just wait. And then when I walked in there, I was like, oh my gosh. Now, they had a few on the shelf upstairs in the hallway by the thread room. That's where I found it. So I don't know if, people had bought them already, or she might have released them, but why would she have sent them to Keepsakes? Because she's not doing wholesale on them. And also she's not doing them like this. So this is original copy. Because I have up there, I have the bird sampler and it looks just like it. And I also have that one that was going for far too much, Spencer. So anyways, this here is a mystery Ada that I had on a 14 count. I am doing all the letters in red. I am doing the deer in the brown. And then I'm doing this. So what I'm thinking about, since I got green, because I want to make it more Christmassy looking, I'm thinking about actually doing the gray, the charcoal. So on here it would be the B, the E, the I, the K, the U, the P, the Q, the S, the V, and the Y. I'm thinking about doing them all cream. And then all these little snowflakes, I'm actually thinking about buying beads and doing them and doing the snowflakes and beading. And then I'm also cutting off 4 rows of this bottom. I'm not doing all that nonsense. So like basically I'm cutting these 4 rows off. But yeah, so this is a mystery fabric that I got. And I'm currently just doing all the red. Hey, I don't know if I'm gonna even have enough because currently I have used 1 string. Oh, there's still 2 left. So actually I'd have enough to do all of them because if I did 4 strands and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 letters, 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 12. Oh, I'll have enough to do all the red. I may do them all in red. And then just do the other stuff in the cream. But then I also kind of like the idea of doing it in cream. And then doing the little snowflakes and flat and beads. I don't know, we'll see. So currently I'm just working 1 thread a day on it for the month. I don't know, it may change, may not change. So then it came to Friday, which was the giveaway night. Like, I also bought this in the annex. I love this, I'm so excited. It is a bead. It has like the tacky it's not tacky, it's like the one where you wash and it becomes re-sticky, and then a needle. So I got this, it was $20.50. You might want to call them. They may have some more left over. I don't know what they do with their stuff. So, okay. So then Friday night was giveaway night. Like you didn't have to enter anything. It was just like your name on your badge. And we went to this really great Mexican place that we actually went to Columbus. They had a branch down there in Cincinnati. And it was so funny because we pulled up, I'm like, this looks so familiar. Then we went on like, this looks so familiar as well. And then we got the menu and I'm like, oh, it's because it is. I don't even know what it is. Anyway, so we got back. And I kept telling him, like, listen, y'all, these drinks are very strong. You probably should share. Melissa had one. Sue had one. Sue drank, like, maybe a few of hers and then gave it to Kim. Anyways, they were having a good time. And we went back into the things. And then Boomerang Stitches gave, like, their whole library. And then the sister, Erin. Amity's the designer. Yes, and Erin does bags. And she made a bag to put all the patterns in. And I said, oh my gosh, if this is like one that's like 100% me, this would be it. And we're sitting there and we're like, oh, I didn't win. And then Melissa's like, oh my gosh, actually I just won. It's me. So then Spencer's like, Melissa, are you sure? So anyways, we looked at it, was like, it was Melissa. And then as soon as she got it, Melissa gave it to me because I am bird obsessed. So anyway, so I got all of her releases. Now, this one here, okay, so this one here was her first one. This one's cute. A lot of people are doing that. These are the ones I love. Bird Herd and Bird Nerd, which again, I haven't started any of these. Oh, I love Schitt's Creek. So Melissa and I are planning on starting this one at some point. And then I love this one. So I'm gonna start that. But this is the one I love. Well, then sneaky Melissa, she got there before I did, or I must have went and done something, I don't remember. She went and bought fabric and started it. She had started it, little sneaky shit. So she had started the pattern. She bought it off of Instagram or on Etsy and got the PDF for whatchamacallit and started already the little turkey. So now I'm gonna get that started because it's only a few colors. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. Wow, it's small if you put it on 40. Okay, anyways, so she did it on white. No, actually Silver Moon Lugana by Winchell. 2/2 at DMC. Anyways, I love this Freak for the Beat. And it's so funny. I had these in my hand, some of these in my hand, and they're like, nope, you gotta go. The annex is closing. I love these. I love all of these, actually. I love this one. I love how she just didn't do this to show that the umbrella was protecting them from the rain. Oh my gosh, it's so clever. I love this one, like the light. It's just so cool. It's so thoughtful. This one's super cute. I also want to stitch this one too. And then this one, I thought it was a hummingbird, but it's not. It's a European bee eater. So we may start that one too, because Melissa loves bees and I love birds. So cute, Stitchy Bug. And then you got like stickers. And then not only did you get, and Melissa just handed it to me. It's so gracious, and I am so, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful. Then she gave the bag. She gave me the bag. I didn't expect it. I really think she's gonna give me the bag. She just gave me the whole thing. But also, like, how could she not? Oh my gosh. So it's so interesting. They don't put any, they don't have a tag, so they need to get a tag. But I love this. Like, look, she does like a little side pocket, so your shit doesn't get stuck if you have paper on the front. Like, see, look, I'll put all these patterns in here and you can't see them because they're behind the pocket. So smart. So anyways, thank you to the ladies, Amity and Erin, for donating this, and thank you for Melissa for giving it to me because I freaking adore it. And I'm so excited to get some of these started. So StitchCon was great. Late night was great. I had one little like, okay, so the one thing people said is, I didn't realize you were so tall. I'm 6'3", 325 pounds. I'm a little fatty and I'm super tall. And then if you were wanting me to sing to them, ma'am, I am not that great of a singer. Stop making me torture these people that came to StitchCon. Oh, and then I also gave Melissa some of this. I got some threads from my friend Pam. It's called Otter Creek Floss. This is called Poppy. I thought, oh, this would be really pretty as a Christmas piece. So I bought 5. They're 10 yards a piece. And then I got, no, this is a freebie. And then I gave Melissa and her little bag. I gave her like 2 or 3 like purple colors that I got from her. So check her out. She's on YouTube. She's on Etsy as Wilson 3D Designs. I'll link her down below. She also sent me, she is starting to dye fabric. This is some Ada shit. This is so soft. It's not Zwag art because there's no orange, but oh my gosh, this Ada is so nice. So then I took this to start from velvet to linen, and I just couldn't get it started. So I'm going to use this for velvet. I got to measure it to make sure it can fit, but I'm pretty sure it can. Oh, she said died on my birthday. But anyway, she's adventuring into dyeing, but also she has started a floss business. A lot of them are variegated. She is starting to get some that are a little more like variegated as in like 2 or 3 colors on one thread. She is getting to where she's starting to do a lot of like tonal variations. So that's really exciting as well. Well, the one thing I also wanted to tell you about is this. It's called a Snag Repair Needle by Clover. And I don't know if any of you know this, but if you're a high count stitcher, like 40, because, okay, so I was showing them at the table, like this is the one Melissa gave us. See how thick it is? So even that first one is smaller, but look at this one, it's so tiny. This is what you use on 46 count. This one you can use on 40, like the big one that Melissa gave me, I'd never use it on anything less than 36 too, but this one here beside it, you can use it on 36. You can actually use it on any fabric, but this one here in particular, it's not, okay, that's all right, whatever, it's probably just the shine. That one there is a 46 count Snag Nabbit. It's so thin, and it even works on 50. I've used it on 56 count too. And it works wonders. It just pulps that right through. The last thing I wanted to show you, oh, and I also got a needle minder from Spencer, also passed out needle minders. So here is In Heaven and Nature Sings. This one here is from Spencer. This came from StitchCon 2023. These were the trees that were in the wrong spot. So I had to rip 823 stitches out and move them over 10 stitches. I thought about making like a path from that tree to this or something. I didn't, it would not work out. So I've got all the colors done. I've got both greens done. Now all I have is just see how this one's filled in with, that's filled in with white, that's filled in with white. All the blank spots on all these trees are all white and red. So like the filler in here, see how that one's completely done. It's filled in with red like red dots. That gets red dots, that, and the rest is white. And then this will be done. And I have a cardinal that I need to put back up here that I didn't do last night because I got too tired. So yeah, I'm starting it off strong. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm really excited about this. So this will be done hopefully. But I did have to write about 823 stitches. So I'm going to work on it today and tomorrow, and hopefully it's a finish. And I'll put a picture here of what it was before StitchCon and then where I got afterwards. And I'm actually kind of shocked that I stitched so much. I was actually very shocked. Because the last 2 years, I was just bebopping around. This year I bebopped. But also I didn't stop at hardly any tables. I did 2 rows and then I went back to my seat. So I don't know if I was like just antisocial or if I just was not like, I don't know, it was just different. Pam said it was because she wasn't there. She's so fun anyways. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye! Oh wait, toss that floss and let stitch happen. Toss the floss and let stitch happen. Bye now.